right, thanks guys for joining us. For people who don't know you, why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Brittany.
I'm Joe.
We are the owners of Total Body Training here in McFarland.
5206 Farwell Street, but don't come here yet. Our doors are closed.
Awesome. So we've been highlighting some of the bright spots and the positive things that have been going on in our community while we're all dealing with this COVID situation. And one of the coolest things that I've witnessed is how you guys have adapted in this new environment and gone virtual with your classes. And I've seen Meg do that. I participated one day and got my butt kicked. That was a lot of fun.
You've had to take like a week off.
Yeah, I
after
did.
Each
I
class
was
to
sore for like
recover.
a week. Yep, yep. All the pregnant moms were kicking my butt. But that was a lot of fun, and it's really cool because you guys have created such a sense of community amongst your members. And I know when that announcement came out that gyms were not going to be able to meet in person, obviously, because of the social distancing, that a lot of people were really scared about what was going to happen because they rely on you guys in your classes. So why don't you share with people who don't know a little bit of what's going on with that? And we will have a video later in this video that Summer made showing the classes. But what can you describe how you guys have adapted?
Yeah. So we originally wanted to stay open as long as we could, and we tried, and then we had to close our doors, and we immediately took our classes online using Zoom for the workouts. We've maintained pretty much the same schedule, the same coaches, the same class types, and our members have been amazingly supportive and have stayed super committed to their fitness and really their mental well-being by tuning into those online workouts.
That's awesome. And we'll have a little video so people can see what that looks like. But can you describe, like how do people get set up for this? What do they need? What equipment do they need? How does it all work?
Really, I mean, you can get away with just your phone, smartphone, laptop, tablet, whatever. Zoom, if it's your first time and you don't have the app, if you click on the link for the class, your device will tell you to download the app, and then it's there. And you just sign in, and then all their links are posted weekly, and they're all recurring, so you can use the same link if you're going to the same class every time. And then you just pop in a class like this.
And as far as the workouts, we've had to adapt to be a lot more body weight than we were when we were in the gym, and we had access to bikes and rowers and bars and things, but we're pretty much sticking to body weight, dumbbells, some like maybe a chair or step for some movements. With our Metcon classes, we did kind of an equipment checkout. There was no sense in keeping it sitting in the gym. And so we said, hey, take a box, take a kettlebell, take an ab mat, take a jump rope, have these things at home so that you can keep doing what you need to do.
That's really cool. So everyone logs in on Zoom. Now, what if you're not comfortable being on video?
Easy. Don't turn your video on.
Okay, it's that
You
easy.
can still see us as coaches. You can still see the other people that are there, but you can be just a blackout. You can say hi. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. I think you'll find the more you get into it, the more comfortable you'll be, and you'll like that interaction with the other members and your friends to say hello. And you'll realize that once the workout starts, nobody's looking at anybody anyways, because you're on the floor looking up at the ceiling or doing push-ups or something. So
Yeah, I feel like that's totally true. Like the first couple times it felt weird, but you don't have to turn on your video, and there's some people that don't. But then once you get going, you don't even really notice anymore, like I mean, you see who's on there, but there's so little. You're just so focused on your workout that it doesn't even matter. It's amazing how in person it's such a welcoming environment, and then virtually it's such a welcoming environment too.
And I would say too, like, if you're curious or you're nervous, just get in touch with us and just try one. Like, even just to log in and see and get a feel for it. I think personally in this time, I don't think a lot about how much I'm really missing people until I see their faces. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it felt so good to see your face and just be a part of things with the people that I love and miss.
Do you guys know, are there other, so I know Total Body Training is class-based, and like the Princeton clubs, I mean, I don't know a lot about other gyms, but I think like ones that aren't class-based, like those people are just out of gym. Like, is that, or are other class-based gyms, are they doing things virtually that you guys know about?
Yeah, I'd say the gyms that are strictly class-based, like ours or CrossFit gyms, they're all virtual. And I think, as we did, everybody gave their members an option. If you want to pause your membership, go for it. But give us a try online and see how it goes. Some of those bigger gyms, the 24-hour type centers, pretty much shut their doors down and said, we're going to pause your membership for the length of time that we need to, and then we'll extend it the length of time that it's been shut down. So it's a mixture of both, but I'm pretty sure there's people out there that don't have a gym to go to right now or classes to log into.
And I feel like that's where it's like a huge opportunity for them to try something class-based, because it almost is like less intimidating because you can do it like in your own home and you can turn the video off if you want to.
Yeah, that's really true.
And so if people do want to try a class, how do they go about doing that?
I'd say the easiest way, if you just want to check it out, try it on for size, send us a message on Facebook, go to our website, tbtmcfarland.com, send us a message there, and we'll get you a link to a class. You can jump in, check it out. You can just sit there and watch. Doesn't even matter. If you're looking to join and be a part of our classes on an ongoing basis, we have the Stay Home, Stay Fit, $99 special right now. It's pretty similar to our unlimited membership that we've had for our, in-person classes. But we're offering now, we have a private Facebook page on our TBT page on Facebook for our members to keep that community tight-knit. And we're offering at-home workouts that are outside of our normal classes on Zoom. So if you need to get a workout in any time of day, you can. And then monthly challenges to keep people accountable and kind of work towards some kind of goal during this time. And then one-on-one coaching calls for new members, a little different than we would normally do for walk-ins at the gym. But just kind of talk about, what their goals are and what it's like, being in an online class. And like we said, it's not intimidating. It's just something you need to jump in and get your feet wet and then see. It's pretty good time.
Awesome.
For me, also something that's been helpful with this time is like working from home. Lack of structure has been a challenge, and also I'm eating every possible thing in sight. I'm not sure what's happening there. But just having the routine of starting my day with a class, I think has been super helpful. It's like start my day, get ready, and then get at the computer and start my work. And then the rest of the day really is horrible in terms of routine. It just goes down from there. But that also I think has just been really great, is the structure and the familiarity and the routine. And I know that even with our kids, like that's what the principals and the teachers are saying, is try to focus on like just getting in that routine. So that's been super helpful for me too with the virtual classes.
Yeah, why don't we? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think that's really true, and I think we've both been really impressed by the number of people who have kept up their routine and maybe even like are adding in something extra because they're home more and we're offering extra at home things, or you're getting out for a run, or 1 week Summer offered an 11:30 ab workout, which was really cool. So I've been really impressed the way that people have kept it up.
Yeah, in fact, let's go to a video that Summer made of one of your classes right now so people can see what this looks like from the Zoom perspective. Okay, that was awesome, you guys. Thanks again for joining us and being a bright spot in our community and keeping people getting up and on schedule and smiling every morning. Is there anything else you guys would like to add?
Yeah, I'd like to, aside from what Brittany said about our members and how amazing they've been with this transition, I'd like to give a big shout out to all our coaches, especially early morning. We did a test run with the Zoom classes when we saw this shutdown, in the near future, and they jumped on board without hesitation. Some of them did it without even us asking. They just said, "We'll just do this. It's what we need to do to keep this going." And then when the shutdown was official, we were all on board, all on the same page, and everybody has been great and offering their advice and tips and helping keep this community alive. And it's taken a lot of load off of us as the owners, and we're just really grateful for that and want to let them know.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah, sorry, one more thing. They are so awesome. All of you guys are so awesome. Because even after, like, it's like a community where everyone is learning together. And even after, like, all the classes, it's like, okay, what worked well, what didn't, what could we be doing differently? Could you hear me? Should we do this differently? Can you see this? Like, it's like constant learning and trying to improve and getting everyone's feedback. And so it really does feel like a community that way. It's awesome.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm done now.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, you guys. We'll have all the links in the video below. And if anyone wants any more information, they can use those links to reach out to you guys and try out a class. Thanks again.
Sounds good.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.